Greetings, camping community. So I just loaded up. My last video was a little Memorial Day weekend camp out in my backyard here with this setup, and this is the first time I did a setup exactly like this one. So, but it didn't come out right, and I decided to come out and mess with it, and I got it tweaked, and I really like what I got going here. So I'm just gonna do this quick video, show you what's going on, and if I get any feedback on this, if you guys want to know how I set this up, I'll do a video on how I actually set this up. So this is a 10 by 12 red camp tarp. I think I paid like 35 or 40 bucks for it about a year and a half ago. You know, you can't even get this tarp anymore. They don't even make it available anymore. Unbelievable. But it's got a lot of tie outs on it. It's not too bad. It does the job. My first one, I had an issue with one of these starting to pull. Matter of fact, there it is right there. See? I have to fix that. I have some, and you know how I'm gonna fix that? I have Gorilla tape, and that's what I'm gonna use for that. I don't use those straps that much. This is what I do. And quite honestly, this could probably be a little more damaging, but I would tend to put something else underneath here so that we don't damage the tent. But for the most part, I don't have an issue with this. So this is kind of like a funky little baker's tent. All right, and what's going on here is I've got a one Tigris half bug screen, okay? And one of the things I just started experimenting with, I thought it was gonna work out for me because I always test out in the house first. I'm so tired of dealing with sleeping pads that lose air. So what it is, I picked up two military self-inflating pads. These are the Thermarest ones. You don't want to go with that other brand that made them for the military because they have an old-fashioned air valve on it. You know, take your thumb and you push the thing in the end. They crack. Don't buy that one. If you ever want to get a military pad, self-inflating pad, make sure it's the Thermarest. These are like an inch thick. So I got two of these and the military. What's nice about this military pad for underneath is that the straps they're already attached to it. So that's pretty cool. I inflate this one all the way, and then this one, I inflate it, and then I let the air out, and then just, you know, let it come up to just the foam thickness, and then I'll tighten it down, and it gives me a little give. I thought it was gonna work out pretty good for me. I tried it out in the house for a few nights. I said, this is pretty comfortable. Then I come out here and sleep out this weekend, and I was like, I had a hard time that first night. So I don't know, I'll have to keep working with it. But the reason I went with the military pads is because they're extremely durable. And you know, you can pick these up for right now about, I don't know, 25, 26 bucks on eBay, but then you're gonna pay shipping. I got these for about 27 a piece, I think, roughly, with free shipping. So I kind of lucked out. And those military pads I think they're around 45, believe it or not. You'll see them as high as 85, but I've seen them as low as 45, brand new. But in any case, I'm just using a couple walking poles. Okay. And as you can see, I got a Harbor Freight ground tarp, 5x7. And I use that for my knee. And so what's nice about this is that if it's sunny out, all I do is just release this line, okay? Take it out, and the other one. And I could pop this and just roll this right back over the top. And if it's a nice night out, not gonna rain, then you know what? You don't need this. But this worked out really nice. And what's really cool about this is that, look at the room that you have in here. There's plenty of room for a backpack, shoes, whatever you want. Now, you could take this piece and fold it under, but the problem is it's really close. There's the edge right there. And if I get wind and rain, I want to make sure that I'm not going to get driving into my sleeping area. So anyways, it's a pretty cool little setup. I really like it. A lot of air breathing in there. It's not completely closed in. And you know, I can come in here, set my little stool up, and when I sit, okay, flip this around, see my ugly face. You see where my head is? I'm 5'8", not too shabby, you know, so I can sit here. If it's raining out really badly, I can pull this back, or maybe I have a small piece of canvas. I could put a little piece of canvas down. I could boil up some water right underneath here, and you know, you've got good rain protection. You know, your rain line's going to be right about here. All right, after I did that first little section, it started raining out pretty heavy. So there you go. So let's see what we got going on here. So I'm gonna reach in, grab my little thing here, put my knee on that, inside. Oh, I thought that was a mouse. I don't know how that got kicked in here. So you can see the drip line. Quite honestly, if I put a stick right here, push that up. Now what it does is it makes it like a gambrel. Okay, and there's no more dripping right in front of you. So that's another option. You can keep a stick handy underneath here somewhere, and when it rains, you just prop it up, because that's quite a bit of water. But I mean, I'm not high and dry here. It's a little wet, but my main working area for cooking or doing whatever I got to do, I wouldn't say cooking, but you know, warm something up or boil water. Staying high and dry under here, staying high and dry under there. It's a little bit of a sag in there. And again, I think what would help that is by putting a stick right here, and then that would cause it to shed a little bit better. As it stands, it would work. It would keep you dry. So, not too shabby. Not too shabby. I'm not getting anything, you know, to my sleeping quarters in my little hole. Yeah, it might leak a little bit. It's okay, I'm not sleeping out tonight. I think it's, so far it's definitely one of my favorite setups now. So, I was just thinking, if this is something you like, I can put together a video and maybe some information on how I actually did the setup on this, because it took me a while to get it figured out and make sure that everything was even and equal on both ends, you know, as far as the wings coming down and how these lines pull out. So let me know in the comments if it's something you'd like me to pursue. I'll do another video on it. All right, man, peace.